Hello, and thank you for taking a look at this quick video. This is designed for people who were involved in network marketing, but maybe you took a step back. Or maybe you were involved in network marketing, you still are, but you're not actively growing your business because you have belief issues. So maybe you love the idea of building a team, starting a business for yourself, low barrier to entry. My goodness, you can make this great income by building a team of people who succeed, and residual income and other people's efforts and some success philosophies. Me too. I love this industry, by the way, but I grew weary of it. All right, I've been full time since 1991, but there were things about it that I just didn't like. So let me just ask you something. What made you step away? Was it that you realize it's hard to market products or services that cost more than what you can get at Amazon or Costco? Was it that the ingredients that you felt were unique about your product are available elsewhere at a lower price? Was it the entry fee, that most people who pay the entry fee weren't making that money back, and so you started feeling a little guilty about that? Was it that the people you recruited said they were going to do stuff but then didn't, so you started looking at it like, how many people do I got to recruit to get people who will do something? Was it the turnover, the attrition rate, how many people quit each month? Was it the fact that it got to the point where you had to be willing to stick it and stick it out? You had to be a real unique superstar to get to the point where you were making any money? Was it that you had to really, really promote hard and be like extraordinary to be able to get your team to the point where you could grow faster than what you were losing? Grow faster than what you were losing so your paycheck could grow. And you had to hit momentum. But once momentum stopped, your attrition rate was sometimes higher than your new rep rate, and so you'd lose. Did you just feel like you were spinning your wheels? But did you love the idea of, if you could have a team, an exponential growth team, that if it really did work, how other people's efforts is really cool and residual income is amazing? So I've been full-time in this industry since 1991, and I've had to endure all the things I've already mentioned. I've had to endure that. I make a residualized income. I have made a residualized income for a while, but I've also had to be willing to endure some extraordinary things. And I've had to start over and over and over, right? And restart and recreate momentum, and keep momentum and maintain momentum. And it's a very active requirement, right? Once in a while you hear someone who doesn't have to do that, and they're maintaining a big business, but they've got people in their team who are restarting and creating momentum and advancing momentum and super active, not this 10-hour-a-week thing, this 100 hours a week type activity, right? And so I'm exaggerating, of course, but there's some extraordinary people in their teams keeping it going. And I love the industry, and I love how it got me out of General Motors. I was in this industry 4 months only, and my pay had passed up what I was earning in my General Motors career. So I was able to leave that corporate job to work from home in my own home-based business. But I never worked under 60 hours, right? So it's not like I've just been able to just go, cool, I'm residual income, I'm going to go live the lifestyle. I've had times like that, but I've been doing this since 1991 full time. So it's a lot of effort. Well, I say all this because knowing that, I wanted to create a solution, because I love the idea of multiple level commission structure. I love the idea of residual income. And I started looking at, what would the formula have to be? What would you have to do? Well, if you could take away the guilt of the people losing money that you recruited, so wipe away the upfront fee so that you can never feel bad about someone losing money anymore. Also, that would be no barrier to entry, so more people would say yes to the business. Okay, so there's no guilt on the people who do say yes. More will say yes because there's no barrier to entry. Because of that, they might have more success building a team, which would mean they stay committed longer because they're having more success, rather than them having to learn how to close that $300 or that $900 or that $5,000 startup, right? They don't have to learn how to close that or overcome that roadblock in their mind of, is it worth it? Is it the right decision? They don't need to overcome that. The new person doesn't need to overcome that. So no fee to get started. And so that's part one. Part two now, can they build a big team who markets the product? Well, what if they didn't have to build a big team to make full-time money? What if they could make full-time money just by getting customers month one? Now they can't blame their team if they're not making full-time money. Now they can't say, well, I'll eventually get to the point where I have 100 reps or 500 reps or 1,000 reps who are actively getting customers or buying the product. What if they can make full-time money month one by getting customers themselves? And the customers are in a better position because of us rather than overpaying for something. What if they're actually paying less because of us on essential services they already use? What if there isn't a product to sell, there's only services to market? And what if that customer never has to collect money from a customer? That agent never has to collect money from a customer. They just market the service, promote services, and then if they sign up for the services, the customer pays the service provider a lower price than they're already paying, and the rep gets paid on it and can make full-time money for doing that. So now we've taken away the barrier of the overpriced product or the super ingredient that you have to learn how to promote that may be cheaper on Amazon or Costco. We've taken away that I got to be able to build a big team and lead and develop a big team before I can make full-time money. No, you can make it month one. Okay, but I like the residual income and I love the other people's efforts. What if you can still build a team? And by the way, they all can start for free and they can make full-time money. And what if you earn an override on all of their production? So if they're producing, you get paid. But if they don't, you don't make any money. So your motive isn't to get them in and get them excited so that you can earn a paycheck on their startup fee or on their monthly purchases. Your motive is to help them be enthusiastic and driven to perform so they can earn more money themselves on their personal customers, and you earn overrides on their customers only. Is your motive pure then? Can you live with that? Can you live with earning money as a new rep gets started and gets customers who are in a better position? I bet you can. And now, what if they build a team? Because they will. It's free. And they can offer a full-time income opportunity month one. And also residual opportunity. See, a lot of our services, most of them pay residually for the life of the customer. So you don't have to worry about fall off rate of someone ordering a product for a month and then buying it at Walmart the next month, same type of ingredients. No, these services, once you get on them, the stay rate is very long. So if you could have all the barriers of our business removed, but all the benefits of our business multiplied. So not only can you make good income on your personal customers, you can make full-time income. Not only can you make residual income on your team, you can make residual income on your team while they're making full-time money on their customers, which becomes very attractive to recruit more team. So your quit rate isn't as high. And if they do quit because they don't want to go get customers or don't want to build a team, they didn't lose any money, and you didn't make money on their excitement. You didn't make money for them getting started. So you can sleep good at night knowing that, hey, even if they get started and decide it's not for them, you didn't benefit at their expense. You only benefit on their performance. So do you want to help them perform? Of course. So imagine the team leaders. Imagine all the superstar leaders in our company don't earn a dime when you start in this business. So they don't have a motive to get you in. They only earn when you succeed at getting customers, not by buying stuff. So they're not talking into buying things. They only succeed when you get customers. So what is their motive? To help you get customers. What do you think our corporate motive is? We only get paid when you get customers. So as the owner of the company, I own 100% of this company. I only get paid when you get a customer. So do you think I want to have customer services that are overpriced, that it's hard for you to market? Do you think I want to have services that don't benefit the customer? Do you think I want to have services that you have no clue what to do and how to attract them? Or do you think we need to be pretty darn good at putting services into our pipeline that you have a greater odds of getting a yes than a no? So that means our services are the same or better price than our competition. It means we're bringing services to the marketplace like business loans. We market business loans for businesses who can't get approved at their bank, which is 80% of the businesses. Payment processing. We'll save a business whatever they're paying per month in payment processing, like say it's $500 a month or $1,000 a month, multiply that by 10. That's about what we'll save them a year. If they're paying $500 a month, we're going to save them about $5,000 a year on their payment processing costs. What business doesn't want to keep accepting credit cards but save 10 times what they're paying right now per year? And you get paid off that every month? Healthcare, we're saving an average company about 40% on their healthcare costs. What? And yeah, we're in business telecom as well, and we're in all the other things like that. But can you imagine? And we have consumer products too, consumer services that we'll go out and we'll take on LifeLock. We'll just do it 30% less. So we'll give you the better coverage at a lower price. So we got consumer services, we got business services, and we've got many more coming. Do you think our motive as corporate is to get you in for free, with free websites, with free rep support, with free training? Do you think we just want to get you in, or do you think we want to get you successful? Because we don't earn a dime until you're successful. I'll make a dime when you make a dollar. I just don't want to make a dollar before you've made a dime. That is the philosophy of our business. If you want the dream of network marketing again, without all the downsides, without all the, oh, you got to get them to overpay, or yeah, you got to buy your qualifications each month, or whatever, you got to get them to get started with that startup package. That's the one they should start at. There's nothing wrong with any of that stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. And for some reasons, there's good reasons to have it. It is a great starter pack, and it is you should be a user of the product if you're going to market it, etc. There's nothing wrong with all that stuff. But when that becomes the strategy, and the motive is just get a bunch of people to start because you make good money on them starting. They may quit, but hey, you make good money on the start. Or the motive is, you don't need to get customers. Just buy your qualification. Just buy that $100 a month, or that $700 a month, or that $300 a month, or whatever it is. If that's the motive, instead of you should be a user of the product, be a believer, use it, experience it, not share your story, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But when it's a strategy of go get a bunch of people to pay that startup pack, look what you make for that. If you can get 10 people a week in your team starting, you're going to make $3,000 a week just by getting 10 of them to start at that higher package. Oh, really? Yeah. So go do a good presentation and get them all excited and get them starting at that package. And by the way, then what you got to do to qualify, you need to have X amount of volume every month. So what you're going to do is, they don't say go get 10 customers. So what you want to do is go through it and find out what products you want to order for yourself and get yourself qualified. That is not direct marketing. That's direct consumption. That's what the FTC does not like. What we do is direct marketing, multiple level marketing, where you can hit a multiple level commission without any of the stuff that gives people reason to have bad feelings about what we do. If you like what you've heard and you want to take your efforts that you put into this industry that you're not anymore, and you want to give it a try again, you can make full-time income month one just by acquiring customers. If you're not making it, you don't have to blame your team. And then your team, they can make full-time income month one without building a team, but they can build a team if they want. A little bit different. We're a 5-year-old company. We're not a startup, but the world does not know who we are yet. We have more business agents in business lending than any other company in North America, but we're not out producing them. Most of our agents aren't going to go out and get a lot of clients, but you can. Some do. And so come help us. David Allen Capital is the name of our company. Whoever referred you this believes in what we're doing. Again, we don't mind making a dime when you make a dollar. But we won't make a dollar on you we won't make a dollar on you before you've made a dime. Okay? And I'll end by saying this. I'm going to get your routing number and account number, but not until you earn your first commission, because we pay you direct deposit. I will never see your credit card number. Guess what? We don't even accept credit cards in our company because we don't charge you anything. I've never charged a rep in our company a penny in 5 years. We've gotten a lot of people's bank accounts because we wire them money for their commissions, but we don't accept any money. Our trainings are free, our websites are free, our renewals are free, our startup is free. If someone doesn't do anything with us, well, we supported them for nothing. But we're willing to go to the market with that model. And we're looking for people like you who say, hey, now that's refreshing. That I can get behind. That I can actually get dedicated to. I'll go get my clients each month, and I'll make my full-time money, and I'll build my residual, and I'll build a team who does the same. That I can get behind. Then run with us. Whoever sent you this video, I've made mistakes in it. This isn't edited. I'm sitting in my home office. It's 2021. January 19th. Let's rock and roll. God bless you all.